Have you ever noticed how one small thing can completely control your mood? Like someone doesn't reply to your message, and suddenly the room feels quieter, the food tastes boring, and your brain starts writing a full Netflix drama. Episode 1, They're ignoring me. Episode 2, They don't care anymore. Episode 3, I will now rethink my entire life. Yeah, welcome to the dark side of attachment. Attachment doesn't arrive like a villain with background music. It comes softly, quietly. It says, hey, I just want you to care. And you're like, sure, that sounds healthy. But slowly, very slowly, attachment starts moving the furniture inside your head. At first, attachment feels warm, safe, comfortable, like your favorite hoodie. You get attached to a person, a routine, a goal, a dream. You tell yourself, this makes me happy. But one day, that hoodie disappears. And suddenly, you're cold, confused, and way too dramatic for someone who just lost a hoodie, or a person, or a situation. Here's the thing nobody tells you, attachment is not love. It's fear wearing a cute outfit. Fear of being alone. Fear of starting over. Fear of not being enough without that thing or person. And fear is a terrible life coach. Let's talk about people. Because honestly, attachment shows its worst behavior there. When you're attached, you don't just miss someone, you need them. Their mood decides your mood. Their attention decides your confidence. Their presence decides your peace. That's a lot of power to give to someone who still forgets where they put their keys. Ever caught yourself checking your phone for no reason? Like you just checked it 5 seconds ago, but your thumb says, one more time, just in case. That's attachment. Ever stayed quiet when something hurt you, just to keep someone close? That's attachment too. Ever accepted bare minimum effort and called it understanding? Yep. Attachment again. The dark side of attachment is that it slowly convinces you that your happiness lives outside of you. And once that belief settles in, anxiety moves in like an uninvited roommate. You start overthinking everything. One word, one tone, one emoji, or worse, no emoji. Suddenly, you're decoding messages like you're solving a crime. And let's not pretend this only happens in relationships. People get attached to success, money, validation, being busy, being admired. One bad result, one failure, one moment of criticism, and boom, identity crisis. You start asking, who am I if I'm not winning? That's attachment holding your self-worth hostage. Here's the cruel joke, the more attached you are, the more scared you become. You try to control outcomes. You replay conversations. You imagine worst-case scenarios at 3 a.m. Attachment tells you it's helping you hold things together, while quietly tearing your inner peace apart. And the funniest part? Attachment makes you forget that you survived before. Before that person. Before that job. Before that dream. You were breathing. Laughing. Living. But attachment wipes your memory clean and says, without this, you'll collapse. Spoiler alert, you won't. Now, let's clear this up. Detachment is not coldness. It's not ignoring people or pretending you don't care. Detachment is emotional maturity. It's saying, I choose you, but I don't lose myself in you. It's enjoying things without chaining your happiness to them. Think of life like a bus. People get on. People get off. Some sit next to you for years. Some only for a stop. Attachment screams when someone leaves the bus. Detachment waves, thanks them for the ride, and keeps moving. When you detach, you still love. You still dream. You still care. But you stop begging the universe to behave a certain way just so you can be okay. You stop gripping life like it owes you guarantees. So next time you feel yourself clinging, to a person, a result, a feeling, pause and ask, am I loving, or am I afraid? That question alone can wake you up. Because freedom doesn't come from having everything stay the same. Freedom comes from trusting yourself to handle change. And once you learn that, the dark side of attachment loses its power. Have you ever missed someone so much that you forgot to enjoy the moment right in front of you? Like your phone is in your hand, food is on the table, life is happening. But your mind is stuck on one person, one thing, one outcome. Yeah. That's attachment. And today, we're talking about its dark side, the part nobody warns you about. Attachment sounds cute at first. Movies romanticize it. Songs cry about it. Social media calls it true love. But here's the uncomfortable truth, attachment doesn't just make you care, it can slowly take control of you. And the scary part? You don't even notice when it starts. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you love coffee. Just coffee. No big deal. But one day, the coffee shop is closed. Suddenly your mood drops, your head hurts, and you're irritated at everyone. Did coffee change? No. Your attachment did. Now replace coffee with a person, and things get messy. Attachment is when your happiness signs a contract with something outside of you. A person. A job. A dream. A relationship. You quietly say, if I have this, I'm happy. If I lose this, I'm nothing. And that's where the dark side begins. The problem isn't loving deeply. The problem is needing something so badly that you forget who you were without it. Ever notice how attachment makes you overthink? One late reply turns into a full movie in your head. One small argument feels like the end of the world. Suddenly, peace depends on someone else's mood. That's not love, that's emotional hostage-taking. And yes, we've all been there. Here's the funny part, attachment pretends to protect you, but actually does the opposite. You cling to people out of fear of losing them, and that fear makes you anxious, controlling, or silent when you should speak up. You laugh at jokes that hurt you. You accept less than you deserve. All in the name of not losing them. Congratulations, attachment just made you betray yourself. And it's not just relationships. People get attached to success, money, titles. One bad day at work and suddenly you feel useless. One failure and your confidence disappears like free Wi-Fi in an elevator. Why? Because your identity was attached to the outcome, not your effort. The dark side of attachment is that it makes temporary things feel permanent. People change. Situations change. Life changes. But attachment whispers, this will last forever. And when it doesn't, pain shows up uninvited. But here's the plot twist. Detachment doesn't mean you stop loving. It means you love without chains. You care without losing yourself. You enjoy without fear. You understand that nothing is owned, everything is experienced. Think of it like holding sand. The tighter you grip, the faster it slips away. Loosen your hand, and it stays longer. So the next time you feel yourself clinging, ask this simple question, am I choosing this, or am I afraid to lose it? That answer can change everything. Because real peace isn't found in holding on. It's found in knowing you'll be okay, even if you have to let go. And that is the dark side of attachment.